if I'm the public out here and I want to give $10,000 to this, and the board sits there and says we're going to build it, why would I give $10,000?
That was a question that was raised the other night at the meeting, as a matter of fact, and Mr. Sorry, totally went blank. Rick Eichel answered that with that it would take ongoing maintenance of the track year after year, and then it would take quite a bit of equipment to make it ready to hold track meets, such as hurdles, you know, different things that are needed for
high joint mats,
right.
Blocks, you have, I mean, there's a number of equipment.
Right, there's quite a bit of equipment, and so that was what they were basically saying, that there's gonna be plenty of opportunities, a lot of money yet that's not, that the board hasn't agreed to necessarily, that is still gonna be needed, and that would be what the community
But
fundraising would be used for.
the board's going to build a track and not put the equipment on it. I can't believe that.
No, but your point is absolutely correct. If the board is going to move forward with the track, and you're a member of the community, and you want to give $10,000 and now you don't because the board, that's your decision. You know, I mean, the whole idea is to try and pull this community together, and if the community can, as in the other schools that we went to, that we looked at, the communities threw in close to $100,000, $200,000. You know, they were still going forward with the track. So the question actually comes down to the community. If the community's willing to participate, we're not going to turn them away. Matter of fact, we're inviting them to participate to try and pull this community back together. So that, and you are correct. If you don't want to, you don't want to.
Oh, I'd just like to address your pulling the community together. I don't believe that. You know, I was against this bond. I was against annexation. But I am still for Neligh. You know, that your statement is not an overall statement for everybody in this community, and it's definitely not for me.
I understand that.
You know, we as the rural sector were picked on with this, and I don't think anybody out there feels that we're against Neligh. We are not against Neligh. How much money do we spend in the town of Neligh? You know, I spend more money in this town probably than part of the people sitting here on my equipment and such. So how am I against Neligh? I'm not. And I don't want to be labeled that way anymore.
Okay, so with the basis of just your discussion, if there are people in the community who have the same view that you do, Galen, and they would say their approach could be, Galen's right, the farmers are carrying the load. They're carrying way too much of the load. That's obvious in the
I didn't say that.
In the bond. That's obvious in the bond.
Yeah.
So as a community, maybe the community might feel that maybe they should step up and spend a little bit of money to help build the track, to help alleviate the cost of it.
Yeah.
But we'll never know that until we step forward.
Yeah, I'm all for that. But I don't know how you can go ahead and how you can go ahead and build something when you don't know where the money's coming from. Can you? I can't. I have to have a loan or something.
We have enough money as
Exactly.
pool to do it, but we
Exactly.
also have a HVAC system that's going to have to be addressed, and we have other fire marshal issues that have to be addressed. So, and we've got, well, those are on a timeline, you know, so it looks like we can probably do all of it, but we're inviting the community to help participate.
So basically you're telling me you're gonna build it right now.
That's my inclination. That's my inclination. But it depends. For all I know, the bids might come in, and for all I know, on the 7th, you know, it might all fall apart.
I have some other dollars I'd like to bring up, but I don't think tonight's probably more at the bid letting, I would say, right? I mean, some stuff I'd like to put out.
And that's the, Galen, we wanted to be real, when we began this discussion, that we wanted to let the public know what we were thinking and what the timeline was to give the public the opportunity. And we talked about that again last week, that we wanted to make sure we had plenty of time and get the timeline out there so the public could address the board.
Well,
Because if,
I don't see the committee here tonight. What's their response?
I don't know that,
Okay.
I don't know that. And I haven't discussed anything with the committee either, or how
Does that
that's
say
going.
anything about it?
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not
I'm
too.
just asking you.
I hope
I
not
hope
too.
not, but it, I mean, I
If they
don't,
had something positive, they'd be here.